Hi, welcome to Food of the Ages with Aaron Johnson. That's me. Our topic today is chocolate. Our special guest today is Wendy Lerner. She's a chocolate specialist. Hello, Miss Lerner. Oh, hi, but you can just call me Wendy. All right then, Wendy, could you please describe to us the process of making chocolate? Yes, I can, and I was hoping for this question, so I prepared with a chart.
Well, it begins with beans, which is the first step. The mixing and the making sure you've got the right ones. Sorting is very important. And then next you roast it. You roast all the different varieties separately. It makes it better, and that way when they roast they don't mix or anything. It's not going to be bad. Next you do the winnowing, which is where the outer holes of the beans are taken off, and the nibs, which are the main products for making chocolate, are used. And then next, we have the mélange, which is my personal favorite step. And it is where they make the chocolate cool. They take the nibs, which are like hard like balls and then they change that into the smooth liquid. Next you do conching, which ensures it's evenly blended by introducing heat, and it can conch for up to 72 hours. It takes a really long time. And then next you do tempering, where you heat and cool it in stages, which it stabilizes the cocoa butter crystals so that they're uniform in size, and then it also gives the bright luster and the sharpness that when you break the chocolate, like when it's in a bar. And then after you temper, you mold it, you package it, it's perfect.
Yeah. Now, could you please describe some of the main uses of chocolate in our culture today? Oh, well, there are many. You know, quite a few people around the world use it. Even children in the Amazon, you know, the local people, they will eat it as a tasty treat because they think it's yummy. I've even seen children, you know, they line up for their share. And most people, you know, love chocolate. I don't really know anybody that doesn't like chocolate. It would just be sad. And so people in different countries will spend a lot of money on it. Like they will like Switzerland and Belgium, for instance, will spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on very good chocolate. But then again, there are those countries which just don't. They get not so great chocolate for little money, which I think is not as good of a deal because you want really good chocolate. And then to give you a bit of perspective on the whole, some countries don't have the sweet tooth thing. For every 1,000 bars that the British eat, 1 bar of chocolate. Of China, in China. Like, even how big China is, 1 bar. And then you have your tiny islands, which, you know, they don't even have a bar of chocolate. They've got the beans from the trees, and they sell them to the economy because they can get lots of money off of it, knowing how much people like chocolate. But different countries use it for different things. I mean, in France, it's part of the ambiance. It makes it more romantic because chocolate is associated with romance. And then it goes parallel with holidays. I mean, you got Valentine's Day, you got Easter, you got Halloween, you got Christmas, you know, all of these, Hanukkah, all of these holidays have chocolate in them, and it's just expected. And, well, hey, it makes really good desserts, doesn't it? Too true. Now, what is your favorite part about working with chocolate so intensely? Well, I like seeing who chooses chocolate, dark, milk, white kind of thing, and also why they choose it. There are so many reasons, and I like to understand that. Plus, by what kind of chocolate you eat, it shows a lot about who you are. And I like that, and also chocolate is yummy. I most definitely agree. It seems chocolate continues to shape your life. It does, and also I would like to throw out there that chocolate does not cause or aggravate acne. And the cocoa butter in the chocolate actually glazes your mouth, and the coating keeps plaque from running away your teeth. Thanks, bye! Well, thank you very much for joining us today, Ms. Lerner. Now, our next guest is a historian who focuses on the history of chocolate. Please welcome Michael Williamson. Hello there, but please, call me Mike. Okay, Mike, why don't you start us off with the birthplace of chocolate?
Of course, the birthplace of chocolate. Well, cocoa is said to have originated in the Amazon in 2000 BCE, or at least 4,000 years ago. As we all know, chocolate is created from the seed of the cacao tree, but chocolate itself wasn't actually used until the 6th century CE by the Maya culture.
Wow, I didn't know chocolate was so old. How did it get to you?
Well, we all know the story of Christopher Columbus. I'm sure you know the phrase, in 1492,
Columbus sailed
the ocean blue. Exactly. So we all know the story of of how he traveled to America, although he thought he was an Indian. What most people don't know is when he returned, he brought back a few dark brown beans that looked like almonds for King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella of Spain. But when Columbus took his fourth voyage to what is now Nicaragua, he became the first European to discover cocoa beans being used as currency and to make a drink as it was used in the Aztec culture.
Really? I had no idea Columbus had anything to do with chocolate. It's amazing. Also, speaking of the Aztecs drink, how did it originate from a drink?
Well, that's actually a very good question. Let's see. By the mid-1500s, Hernando Cortez, a Spanish man who started his own chocolate plantation, got the idea that if the bitter chocolate beverage was blended with sugar, it could become quite a delicacy. So the Spaniards mixed the beans with sugar, vanilla, nutmeg, cloves, allspice, and cinnamon. The results were very fashionable, and everyone wanted some. It was even coveted since people saved it for themselves. It was reserved for the wealthiest of men. Spain even was able to keep chocolate as a secret for 100 years.
Wow.
Now chocolate was spreading everywhere and becoming unbelievably tantalizing. People wrote books about chocolate, and it was traveling around the world. Chocolate was delicious, amazing, and exciting. Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate! But here we are in 1828, and the cocoa press is being invented, which press led to reduced prices and helped to improve the quality of the chocolate drink by squeezing out parts of cocoa butter. And now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Drum roll, please. 1830, when solid chocolate was developed by J.S. Fry and Sons, a British chocolate maker. In 1847, an English company introduced fondant chocolate, or as we may think of it, fondue.
Yum!
Which was a smooth, velvety chocolate that mostly replaced the old coarse grained chocolate. In 1852, Queen Victoria's husband, Prince Albert, planned and conducted the exposition in London. This was the first time in history that citizens from the United States were introduced to bonbons, chocolate creams, hard candies, and caramels. Delicious, I know. And in 1875, after 8 whole years of experimenting, Daniel Peter from Switzerland put the first milk chocolate on the market. In 1879, Rodolphe Lindt of Bern, Switzerland, invented conching, when chocolate is heated and rolled to refine it. And after it had been conched for 72 hours and more cocoa butter had been added to it, it became fondant and melted in your mouth. And from then on, we all know what happened. It was made into a bar, and that is what we eat today. Chocolate is now a part of many diets, including soldiers and U.S. astronauts. Chocolate is an amazing thing, and I've been happy to share what I know about it with you.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. I love fondue. Speaking of that, I'm gonna go get some. Thank you very much for joining us today, Mike, on Food Through the Ages.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, and yes, fondue is delicious.
I know, thanks again.
Are you taping it?
Yeah.